Okay, so we made it. Now we're at the last episode of Season 1 of Grimm. We are going to talk about this episode. I'm not going to go into too much spoilers, but I feel like I'm going to go into some spoilers for this video. Hopefully you guys have watched it. Not big spoilers, but also I'm going to talk about the cliffhanger that happens at the end of this episode because I feel like it's an important thing to bring up what aspect this brings to the series. So if you guys don't want to have any spoilers and you guys haven't watched it yet, I recommend the first half I will not go into spoilers, but the second half I will go into some basic spoilers. Not a bunch of spoilers about every little thing that happens, but especially a couple things going into Season 2 to know about the series so that when Season 2 happens next year, we're all ready to be like, okay, what happens next? So let's jump in. So basically what happens in this episode is this Wesen is after Nick. He came to the Americas. He's now in Portland. And at first, Nick is just trying to solve this crime like it's a normal crime. He picks up that it's a Wesen. He's like, okay, let's solve what type of Wesen this is. But then soon he figures out that this is a Reaper, and he's after him. And suddenly he's now on the defensive side, and he's like, how am I going to make it? Is Juliet going to be okay? Is it all this different stuff? Now, this is another important thing. Kind of spoiler, but not spoiler. Remember Adeline, the Hexen Beast from a couple episodes ago we've been dealing with? Well, she gave Juliet a little visit at her vet's office with her cat. The only thing is, this cat is not a normal cat. This cat was given a spell because, Adeline being a witch. She put this spell on the cat's potion. She gave this potion to the cat and made it so her claws had this venom in them, basically. So what happens is, in Juliet's mind, oh, it's a normal cat, gave a little scratch. But the moment that Nick figures out, okay, wait, no, hold on a second. This is Adeline's cat? No, this can't be just a normal scratch. Especially what happened a couple episodes ago. So now she's rushed, and now he's trying to, like, okay, I have to tell you about what's going on. And she's like, no. He's like, she's a witch. Like, trust me, you cannot trust her. And he's like, she's like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, you cannot trust her. You cannot trust her. And she's like, just, okay, fine. I'll hear you out. She's like, okay, we're going to that trailer, and I'm going to show you everything. And he's trying to explain it, and she's just like, okay, you are insane. I think you need to get checked out. I think you're going, you have problems right now. You might need to get into an institution, type thing. And he's like, okay, last chance. You know Moreau. You trust him. Come with me. We're going to his house. They go to his house. Boom. She falls down into a sleeping beauty sleep. And they can't wake him up. They can't wake her up. That's where we're leaving her off. She's now in the hospital in a coma. That's where we leave her off for the season. So now she's not a problem. He doesn't have to be worried that she's going to get attacked by this guy. He's the only one that he has to worry about now. But he's also worried because, she's in a coma in the hospital now, and there's no way they know how to wake her up. So that's going into Season 2, what's going on with Juliet. But then we have another big thing going on. And that is, there's this woman who's following Nick around. And he doesn't really notice it, but we are like, okay, who is this woman? She's kind of suspicious. We don't know who she is. So there's this whole aspect of like, who is this woman who's following them? What is going on with this Reaper that's after him? Is like, how am I going to avoid him? Or like, how am I going to kill him? So this whole thing is coming to a conclusion. We have, Hank is still dealing with the problems. You have Juliet is in a coma. And now this whole thing. Now we come to the conclusion of the season. This Wesen is having a face-off with Nick. And it doesn't seem like it's going Nick's way. When suddenly, boom, the woman fights off the guy, kills him, and turns around to Nick. And this is where it gets into a quick spoiler thing. I feel like it's important to talk about going into the next season. Nick sees her face, and the episode ends with him saying,
Nikki, it's me.
Mom?
We thought his mom had died. We later figure out what actually happens in the second season, but I'm not going to go into that because that's second season. But the whole point is, now there's another Grimm, the really fun aspect. I won't spoil what happens in the second season when it comes to that. But I felt like I wanted to address the whole thing of this twist at the end. I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was, it worked, and it got me hyped for the next season, and what we're doing with the next season. So, I don't know. Tell me your thoughts on that if you guys have seen the series. I really liked this last episode. I thought it was so much fun. It got me hyped for the next season. I cannot wait until the next season. Next time when we talk about the next season, that will be next year, next October. I'm sorry that these videos went into November. I was trying to get them done by the end of October. But again, I'm recording this episode right now on the 30th of October. So it's almost Halloween. The fact of the matter is I have 3 other videos I need to release before then. And I haven't released them yet. So I haven't even edited them yet. So I don't have time to finish all these episodes before the end of October. So we're going to go into November with this. And then we'll start November's schedule after that. Because I really want to finish this season before, instead of just cutting off the season halfway through it. So guys, tell me your thoughts about this season. I really liked it. Again, if you guys still haven't checked out the series yet, it's on Amazon Prime. It's on the CW. You can get on YouTube. There's plenty of places where you can find this series. It's such a fun series. I enjoyed it so much. Tell me your thoughts about it if you guys have seen it. If you guys haven't yet, please subscribe. Again, we're almost to 100 subscribers. I don't know. By the time this video comes out, we might actually be at 100. This has been the Movie Night Review. Peter Wary, signing off.